Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Drawing with Mr. Sepulveda. It's been a good minute since I've posted on here. I've been on summer break. I've been teaching on Outschool for most of my days during the summer, and I've got to tell you, it's been a blast. This video is some of the art that I created during one of my Dungeons and Dragons courses. We had this prompt to draw a beholder. And we ended up finding a few pictures, and lo and behold, we found a beholder, but it wasn't just any type of beholder. It was a spectator, and spectators happen to be a lesser type of beholder, foul and deadly apparitions. They resemble floating spheres with a gaping maw and a single great eye set within their eye stalks that shoot like forth deadly rays. They give you like wounding rays, fear rays, paralyzing rays, confusion rays. So it's one of those beasts that just like really hits hard, I think. I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons, so I might be 100% wrong, but I think just based on those types of factors, it's definitely not something you'd want to like run into in the wild, right? But we decided to come up with a little twist, and we decided to mix the spectator or beholder, right, in this case spectator, with an animal, and so I chose a cat. One of the things about this piece that I'm super proud of is the way that I rendered it. And you might notice that the rendering that I do in this particular piece is a whole lot different than the way I've rendered all the pieces I've done so far on this channel. The reason for that is because I took a lot of inspiration from Chris Pearson. He's Popcross Studios, right? If you guys have listened to my channel, you guys know he's like my favorite YouTuber of all time. He makes a lot of great superhero work and does a lot of great storytelling, and that's kind of where my S-Verse Chronicles became inspired by. So really great artist, phenomenal. If you haven't checked out his channel, please go ahead over there. I'm going to leave a link down below, and I'll also leave down a link below for my S-Verse Chronicles videos. It's essentially more or less like a Marvel endgame level event. Like, we're getting closer to the Gods and Champions War, so I'm looking forward to that when the school year begins. But yeah, more on this rendering style. I ended up doing a couple layers of shadows. I ended up doing a couple layers of highlights. I started using my soft eraser a little bit more. Instead of putting in just flat colors for my flats, I ended up putting in gradient colors for my flats. And I think that stuff really stuck out. My favorite part of this piece, I think, and if you saw it on the thumbnail, is probably near the eye. I love the way I did the eyes all together, the ones that are on the tentacles, the one that's like the solid big one that's in the center of his face. But like underneath that center one, it's got like these little wrinkles and shadows and these veiny things, and I think it looks phenomenal. You're gonna have to let me know what you think about this piece when it's done down below. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of things with Outschool. I've been teaching a lot of digital art courses. One was for beginners, one's for intermediate artists, and I do one for all levels as well. And that's been fun. So I've been using Procreate, I've been using Sketchbook. You guys might remember that video where I did a rant on Sketchbook, but I think kind of getting back into it, it's been a lot of fun, and I've been using the one on the iPad. So I'm thinking maybe I might do some more like tutorial videos or just some random art or digital art videos using Procreate, using Sketchbook. I've also ended up using Krita again, and that's been fun to use. Krita and Sketchbook were like the first softwares that I've used in the past when I was first getting into digital art. So it was real fun to kind of get back into those and kind of see how the setups were. So I might do a little extended tutorial on that, or just some drawing in there. I've been doing an art club, and that art club I get to use a lot more traditional mediums, which has been a lot of fun. We got to use some sketch pencils, so, you know, learning the differences between your H pencils and your B pencils and all that, and then getting to sketch, learn how to sketch. We get to use oil pastels, watercolor, acrylic paint, alcohol markers, which you guys know is one of my favorite mediums to use, charcoal. So it's been a lot of exploratory learning and teaching, and the reason for that is I plan on trying to get myself to become an art teacher, like a certified art teacher, so I can teach in elementary schools, middle schools. don't think I'd go to high schools. I think I'm a little bit more intimidated about that, but I think it'll open up more avenues for me. And it's something that I'm working hard towards for this upcoming school year. And so you might hear more about that during the year, and then maybe you might see a video of me trying to work hard, maybe kind of telling you about my progress with that, because I'm hoping to take a test at some point before January. So that's my goal, that's my hope, to do that, and so I can become certified. And I think that would add to this channel. It would add to my overall art journey, because as you guys know, I've been on an art journey. I just want to become a better artist, and I'm using YouTube to document all that, and it's been fun. And so doing an art club has allowed me the opportunity to teach things like, oh, here's some abstract art, right? We did an abstract art piece a little while back, and I think it came out great. We used different shapes, we used acrylic paint, we threw on some Posca paint markers, and maybe I'll use some of those on this channel again. And it was a lot of fun. I ended up making some watercolor paintings out of Pokemon in my Pokemon club. And don't worry, I didn't forget about my 150 Pokemon challenge. That's still there. I think I'm wrapping up my Jigglypuff and my Wigglytuff so that I can give you guys Raichu to Wigglytuff, and then kind of keep moving it forward from there. I might even just live stream at some point, maybe on a Saturday during the summer, because then I'm home alone and I've got some hours, my wife's at work, and then I can just kind of knock out a few pieces. They might not be perfect pieces, but there might be some that I would think I'm going to work harder on, I think. I remember working on a Jolteon. I'll give you a sneak peek right here, where I was using alcohol markers, and I also mixed in some colored pencils and some Posca paint markers. So that one was fun. What else? I've just been busy. Just busy exploring. Busy trying to find my style, trying to find my niche, right? And it's just been a wild blast. It's been a roller coaster. And honestly, look, if you guys are looking for something to do during the summer, right? If you're between the ages of like 8 and 15, 8 and 16 or something like that, and you want to take one of my classes, I'm going to leave the link down below like I always do. It's also the same link I think it's called My Links on my YouTube channel page, like on the corner of the banner, and I think that'll lead you to the same places. But yeah, I think we're gonna do some draw-alongs, and I think when the school year does begin, I really did enjoy my YouTube video that I did with Addison, Ben, and Mrs. Bassett, and so I'm thinking I might try to do something similar to that again, where I grab a student or two and we kind of do some art together, and we'll try to make a similar piece, or maybe we'll get an art prompt, and then we'll kind of record the processes, because I still want to do some challenges on this channel, and maybe even like review some things as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I've got on my mind right now, that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know, guys, what are you looking forward to this upcoming school year? Like, what are you looking forward to find on this channel? I'm obviously going to keep a lot of the same staples, like my subscriber suggestions. Like, that's not going to go away. My S-Verse Chronicles is not going to go away. I'm going to definitely keep the draw jar. I definitely still have a few papers left, and I was planning on dumping all of them out and then starting fresh, but what I think I'm going to do is maybe on one of these live streams too, I might end up going through the draw jar and just doing little miniature sketches of everything, and maybe let that be the end of the draw jar for last year's students and start a fresh one for this year's students. So I definitely want to keep that. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but just definitely share some information with me. Share the things that you want to see on this channel. I'm trying to make it grow. I'm trying to enjoy the art process. But yeah, I think that's it. It's been a while since I've closed off one of these things, so I'm going to tell you guys that I love you all. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you again somewhere down the road in our next video, okay? You guys have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.